Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, I am your host, and before I forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like the episode, please hit that like button and give us a big thumbs up and spread some of the love. Always helps. I want to thank everyone beforehand. But back to this episode, what are we tasting? Well, we are going to be tasting and reviewing a limited release beer from Firestone Walker, and this beer is from their PROPAGATOR series. This is their PROPAGATOR MOSAIC. Now, what's interesting about this beer is the recipe for this beer is actually based on another beer that they brew, their Easy Jack IPA. And I invite everyone to, check out my review of the Easy Jack IPA. Feel free to at your leisure, or you can do it right after you watch this episode. That works too. But anyways, so this beer's a little bit different than that one, obviously. But this is a single hopped IPA. And the ABV on this beer clocks in at 5.6% ABV. Now, I also want to mention this. It says on the label, white peach and mango. So we better be getting some flavors and or aromas of white peach and mango in this beer, or I'm going to be upset. But with that being said, without further ado, let's crack the top and let's get this review started. Here we go. Boom, boom. Let me grab my bottle opener here. Okay, no smoke there, no smoke out of the bottle. Let's grab a little glass and get a little pour going. That should do it here. Okay, boom, boom, here we go. Let's look at that color. Well, first and foremost, very, very, very thin layer of carbonation. We're not even pushing quarter finger veil of white there. Color's nice, although it is a little hazier than that. I mean, this is not a hazy beer. It's not a hazy IPA. It's just an IPA. But it is a little hazier than I thought. We're getting, I'm in the light here, a golden honeycomb, a light golden honeycomb, some lemon yellow hues in there. But let's give this a swirl and let's give this a nose and let's see where we're going with this beer. Here we go. Aha, well, we have one out of the two. So, what are we getting on the nose? Well, we are getting some of that white peach. Yes, we are, absolutely. A little bit of nectarine. And there is some slight dankness coming through, too, which is a little surprising, but it's there. One more nose here. Yeah, and it's kind of rounded out by predominant honey sweetness that's really coming through, which is a little unexpected. But swirl this a little bit more, and let's give this a sippy sip and see how we're doing on the palate. Well, this is a medium-bodied beer. It's a little oily. But there we go. Now we're getting 2 out of 2, because now I am getting some of those mango flavor. That mango flavor is coming through. However, not so much of the peach. Let me have one more little sip here. Because along with that mango, we are getting some orange peel. We're getting a little bit of lemon. And yeah, a little bit of that peach is coming through, but not much at all. It really, really isn't. One more sip. Yeah, and a little bit of that dankness is coming through as well. Not too much. I mean, here's my analysis. I mean, this is not a bad beer by any means. I think it's a very good starting point. But it's one of those beers, it's just like, it lacks balance, number one. And number two, I don't know if this was intentional or not either. But it's almost like when you take a sip from this beer, the carbonation is so little that after a second or two, it just dissipates really quick. And the beer almost tastes flat. Which is very interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's intentional, like I said, but it's a very interesting feature of this beer. Maybe they're not supposed to be like that, but I don't know. But with that being, either way, the balance, there's some balance issues on this beer. And while on the label, I'm expecting the white peach and the mango to be forward, which it is. But the other flavors are so low on the totem pole. And that's where the issue I have with the balance. It's like they're all fighting for real estate. But you got to find that common ground where these flavors are going to, not match the peach and the mango, but at least be right there kind of near them so you taste them. I mean, they're so put in the background. It's a little disappointing. But it's almost like try and figure out a recipe and leave those flavors out altogether, and let's just really focus on the peach and the mango. So how would I rate this? See, I mean, this is a tough one because it's one of those, it's not a bad beer. It's a good starting point. It's got good direction. I'm going to give this one a 6.5. Yeah, I would be comfortable saying this is a 6.5. And I said those are my issues with it. But I am going to take one more sip. Yeah, you know, and now it's opened up a little bit. A little of that honey sweetness is coming through too, which is now kind of even taking up more real estate from, you know, the flavors of the orange peel and the lemon peel and all that. So yeah, this was a tough one. Like I said, not a bad beer by any chance. Just, I said, it's lacking some balance issues, but it's not horrible. Not horrible at all. But on that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. And as always, you can follow me at the website, which is www.pubshaveapintin.com, or at the blog, which is www.pubshaveapintin.blogspot.com. If you like the episode, as I mentioned earlier, please give us a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment down below. But on that note, we will see you on the next episode. And as always, raise a pint, cheers, prost, and enjoy.